So I'm going through some changes right now. The thing is how to explain them, what to do about them. The thing is, I'm suffering because I'm fighting it, really. The feelings, sorry, not feelings, what I can feel happening to me, it's like depression. I don't know if anyone's had depression or been depressed for like a long time, they'll know that feeling that you don't want to get. That's what the feeling is like, but it's not depression. If I was depression, I wouldn't be talking like this. I would like, not that it's funny. But it feels awful. It's that awful feeling I'm getting. And the pain of it is me fighting the feeling. Maybe I need to, if I can feel energy from here now. That feels pain. It feels like almost like a toothache, not a toothache or brain ache. It feels like something like that. Brain freeze. But okay, I'm accepting that there's things that piss me off is I'm constantly going through changes, and I never know what has resulted at what stage. It just keeps going. So I just need to allow. Okay, this whatever this shit thing, I'm calling it the shit thing. Whatever this thing is, I won't fight it. Fine. I'm letting it be. So by not fighting it means that I'm letting the feeling feel, as uncomfortable as it is. But I actually don't feel that panicky now. I felt more panicky when I was fighting it than I do now. Why is it that way then? Why can't it just pass through? To describe that feeling, it's morbid. It's like, okay, what's the point of doing this? What's the point of doing that? I don't feel like doing this. I can't eat. I'm not interested. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. You don't want to do anything. All your interests have just gone out the window, big time, like completely. And then you think, I have I live in a beautiful place. If I go outside, it'll be lovely. I'll find something to do. I can't get myself to do it. I can't get myself to go out there to do it. There's a lot of things to do, but even just to go there and do one thing, even if it's just to water a few things, I find it's impossible for me to move myself into that direction to do it. And I did do a few things today, but it's that feeling. It's like I've got songs to record. I've got 300 songs to record. When's that gonna happen? I've got around 100 or something that I've started to, just record the drums to, and then I'll fill in all the rest, one by one, do all the drums and do all the guitars and do all this, do this. Maybe I'll get some progress there, but I can't it's with this freaking Sydney heat. The air conditioning is on. It's noisy. I have to close the door, which means I'm going to be hot. So if it's not the noise of people in the house, which you can kind of make your way around, start and stop, it's just not ideal. And and it's pissing me off because I want to listen to the songs that I've made. I want you to listen to this. I want to share them with everyone. Say, hey, look what's come to me. Look what I've, whether it's me or whether it's the angels, it doesn't matter. Everything comes from, it's all a shared thing, venture. You do not make a song. It's you, your guides, your history, the people that make you the way you are. Everyone owns a bit of everything. And you just want to cry or scream or give up, or which you do, and then you go to sleep or want to sleep or lie down or find something leisure. Everything's just effort, too much effort. And I'm trying to wait out the feeling. I'm waiting for this cycle to pass, and it comes in cycles, but this one is like more than a month. It's, imagine every day, every hour of more than a month in this situation is not fun. Someone was paying me to do it, and I said, okay, it's your job, sit there and wallow. That's how I describe it. I know I'm a little bit jokey and smiley, but honestly I'm not smiling on the inside. So I just need, okay, let's start again. See, I can't even find the feeling now. I can't find that painy feeling. All I can do is, so I think once I said that I'm stopped fighting it, it changed. If I stop this video and go and do something, it might come. See, I'm feeling tingly now. Okay. Strange existence. So I don't know how this video is going to turn out because of the bloody loud air conditioning. I've never heard air conditioning this loud in my life. It's like I'm right next to a waterfall. Alright, I'm allowing the changes, whatever those changes are, whatever they mean I do or don't do, I'm allowing them in. Fine. This is really weird because as soon as I said that, as I said, I'm repeating myself. As soon as I said that, okay, I'm accepting that weird feeling, I'm feeling the angels. The depression-y type feeling, taste, state, sensation's gone away, which I find strange because it doesn't just go away like that. It goes away, maybe over half a day, not half a day. Yeah, half a day, a day, 2 weeks. Sorry, 1 week, not 2 weeks. This has been like more than a month. It's actually been longer, but I get rests. I get a week off here and there. And the shit thing is when you get a week off and you're sick in that week. What was the point of having a rest while I was sick? I mean, or something like that. Oh. I plan to do a video today for you and share some information. That might be helpful. That might be on your minds, or things that you are facing. You will all be facing. You're all facing. But I actually got that feeling again. That makes you just stop everything. And I started to do this. So you get to see a bit of how all this works. It's never the same. It's similar, but there's always something different, and you don't know. You don't know. You're never told what's happening. You're just being put through the process. And it's real, it's heavy. It's heavy. Very real. If anyone thinks that it's not real, oh jeez. Yeah. So in November, actually October and November, even December, but especially October, November, I was on a roll. So okay, it's going somewhere. It was chopped up. It wasn't all in one all around. I never get that. It's always, a few days here, a few days there, a week here, and then a beautiful end of the year and start of the new year happened. Beautiful, amazing, orgasmic, and that's a word you put in everyday words, everyday topics. Then I got sick, badly sick, for a couple of weeks. But then getting out of that, fine. I was trying to get back, and then this happens. Something stops me, and something does it again. It's like I'm constantly evolving, but nothing is happening around. There's no results. You don't see the results of the evolution, or whatever you want to call it. I don't want you to get too hung up on my words, but when I say something like evolution or upgrading and all this kind of stuff, it is upgrading. Don't get too much hung up on the word evolution and upper levels and things like that. In a sense it is, but it's I was explaining this before to someone. It's like it happens at the same time. It's not that it happens like, oh, now I'm up here, now I'm into the sky, now I'm out there. It's not so much like that. Yes, but it's more everything. So for example, if I'm here, okay, you're here, let's use yourself as an example, you're here. It's like it's different depths and layers in here. So in this spot could be a small start as small as an atom, and 10 atoms, and a million atoms, and a billion atoms, and then it's a meter or 5 meters. It's not just to give you an example, but it's all in here, and then it's in different shapes and different parts, like around your body area. Not necessarily your body, but your body area. You feel things in different ways. Sometimes you feel a column wave, sometimes a wave, a beam, energy. Sometimes it'll be like this and then down, and maybe like an X shape or a Y shape or an upside down Y. Yeah, you feel it in different places, and there's different depths and there's different densities of it. So, for example, let's just say you had 3 different things. All of them, two of them can be, 4 different things. 2 of them can be painful, 2 of them can be beautiful experiences. But when you ask, where do you feel it in your body, the same places will come up for you, but they will feel different. Maybe the same shape and size, but different. This one's more lighter, that one's more heavier. That's how all these things, the feelings work. And that's how this is. So I'm growing in a different way, and it's here I was feeling it this way. So, and it's okay. I can tell you, it's about the future. It's about existence. It's about choices, and all these things come into play that I will be making. It's about how I am and not am. How else can I describe it? It's like it's about choices. I'll be making different choices. I'll be choosing and doing things for slightly different reasons that I used to. That's what it's about. How to deal with what's going to come up in the future, how the future is going to be, what path, how I choose my path, and how it, you know, how it forms the shape of the path and all this kind of stuff. It has to do with things like that. It's kind of like we're always in the dark. We're always finding our way in the dark, all of us. Um, yeah. The breathing, the yawning is part of it. So that's, I guess it's a little bit of what I can share with you. Of what goes on with someone who's a little bit psychic, a little bit medium, a little bit um, shaman, a little bit channeler, who gets messages from spirit, God, the angels, archangels, ancestors, yours, mine. They're all together up there. We're here on Earth. We're separated and against each other. So even if you're friendly with your neighbor, for example, you're against them. If you don't really have a good relationship with them, both ways, not one way, then you're against each other. And oh no, their privacy and their life is theirs, and their relatives and friends are not. You're not allowed to talk to them. It's their privacy and personal business. No, that's only here on this stupid existence that humans have made for themselves. But I say stupid because, and it's true. Yes, it's beautiful and lovely and miraculous and all that. But compared to what it could or should be, and what heaven is, it's stupid. Very, extremely. I don't think any psychic would or spiritual person would argue against that if they did something like that. So yeah. One of my themes this week was life doesn't have to be this shit. And if you can't find anything not shit about life, then there's something wrong with you. You're fake or ignoring signs because it is not rosy and whatever. It's shit. It's shit. For you to say that it's all beautiful and perfect, you're saying that you're not, then what's wrong with you? That means that you're not seeing the people suffering, you're not seeing animals suffering, you're not seeing bad things happening to people, things being neglected, things being sabotaged deliberately, people dying because of it, and irresponsible and all this kind of stuff. You think that's all good, and you don't see that, and you're saying everything's beautiful. It's up to you how you look at it. No, it's not up to you. Yeah, life should. When you see a beautiful garden, it's like, oh wow, what's happened here? Everything seems to be going right. That's how humanity should be. I don't know how we got onto this path. Humanity was supposed to be like that, but it veered off, and we said, okay, let's see where we could take this and what we can do with it. And we can still go into that path, but we all have to choose it. More than less people have to choose it. More people have to choose it. Start being brave and go against the grain. I encourage you all to go against the grain. If you ever feel like, oh God, I'm getting that depressive feeling, I'm getting these bad thoughts, allow them to say, okay, look, just what I did at the start of this exercise. Allow them to do that. Get that. Accept your upgrade. So, okay, I'm not fighting this. Yeah, that's the line. Don't fight it. So, okay, I'm not fighting it. What do you want? What do you want to do? How do you want this to go? What is it you're trying to tell me, It's never clear or 100% clear, but it changes. And it goes away. It could go away forever, it could go away for now, until later or something, whatever. But don't be afraid of things like that. You need to accept them and just be okay with it. The problem is not people feeling crap and depressive and blocking themselves up from everything. That's not the problem. That's the result. The problem is those people that think that there's no problem and go ahead with daily living, you know. Think of the things that you used. Are they clear? Have you blessed them? Are they holy? Who handled them? Whose energy went into that? Did anything become polluted because of that? Did someone lose their livelihood, or is only getting like 2 cents an hour for that thing that you bought today, that the little part that you needed for something that you just wanted to have some fun or do a project today to complete it? You have to think about things like that. You know, fine, don't wallow in it, but you have to do some wallowing. You have to accept and not fight things like that. Just say, okay, I'm not fighting, and really let yourself go. Take a breath. You have to be aware of everything around you, because we need to stop living the way we live, and we need to redo it all, rethink it all. We need to draw back, and we need to come back out. You know, just like those sea creatures, like the clams, they open and they close. We need to draw back, step back, restart, recenter, stop making these things that are hurting someone that made them, or ourselves, or the pollution that they turn into. We have to start getting rid of those things. And, you know, if we want to live like how I described, like when you see a beautiful garden, you straight away you see, oh wow, something's definitely, you know, good going on here. That's how human life should be. There is no reason why it shouldn't be like that. But you know what comes into it? People's religions, that other people tell them what to and how to do. When people force people, oh, you have to be like this and this and this. Nothing I have said today has forced anyone to do anything against anyone, has it? Let's pretend that I'm a religion. Have I told you that you have to do this, you can't do this, you have to do this? Have I said something that's going to hurt you and hurt others and hurt someone else, or pollute someone or something? I haven't done that, you know. I haven't said that you're going to go to hell. I haven't said that God hates you and is going to punish you and someone in your family is going to be sick and blah blah. Nothing that I have said is like that. And you can throw things at me. You can say, okay, I'm using a mobile phone which I have blessed, by the way, and sent loving energy and all this kind of processes that I do. I do a lot of processes with all my objects, with everything that I come into. It's part of my everyday life now. It should be part of yours. You can do it too, just by doing it. Nothing special about it. Just give it the blessing. Understand all the things and parts where everything got together, the energy, and then to be brought to the shop where you bought it from, and now it's in your hands, in your house, or whatever. That counts a lot. So that's what I'm saying. Let's start taking all the steps. Every day do something different, do something, take something less, give something more. You know? Take those steps that go into the direction of that beautiful concept of that, where humanity becomes this lovely garden of humans. We need to all take those steps. I'm taking a lot of steps. I've been taking steps for years. I've been taking steps since I was little, actually. God, if I was getting paid for all that, I'd own the universe by now. And that goes also with being involved with drama, whether it's your own or someone else's, or someone else's. It's also about how you get along or not get along with people, or how you talk and interact. You know, cut back, draw back on some things. When you've got something beautiful and supportive and lovely to say, you say it. But if, you know, draw back on how much chitter chatter there is. You know, sometimes chitter chatter is nice, but you gotta watch where it comes from, how it comes from. You know, what is it that you're trying to do? Just trying to get something off your chest, or is it love? Is it out of love? Not, oh, I'm lecturing you out of love. No, it doesn't. It's not lecturing you out of love. You have to be very mindful and aware how anything you say comes across. You don't have to be tippy-toey, but what most people talk about and say is a lot of garbage. It's a lot of garbage and unnecessary. Bring it back, draw it back, see what someone else is interested in or what they've been doing. And if you're talking to one person, say you're at a party, talking to one person, what? Go to the next person, go to the next person, you know, go across the room. But just keep it. I don't talk a lot. When there's a topic of interest, you know, I'll go in there, but I will draw back and I'll give someone else a chance to add or whatever. It's good to cleanse the way you talk and think and discuss. That's a good way. Do it with purity. The only thing that stops us from being pure is other people. And not so much other people as it is us accepting the crap from other people, that they're trying to manipulate us and tell us, oh, God said this, or the book said that, or Jesus said this, or Muhammad said that, or my neighbor said that, or my ex said that, or my doctor said that, or the scientist says that. Oh my God. Life is not of a past written book. Nothing can exist like that. And if it did, it would only be a couple of pages long, max, maybe one page. Life is today, is your experience today of a godly experience. For those people who are religious, you're not moving anywhere in the evolution with your religions. I can tell you that 100%. Your upgrading and your adaptation to exist and change and become better is in your experiences now. Collect the information from everyone around you, and that's your Bible, so to speak. You know, see what people need. What do you need? What do they need? How can you coexist? When you start bringing, oh, these are the laws and these are the books and these are the religions, you might as well forget it. You know, because life and improvement is here now. It's in this momentary existence. You don't do it by reading and sharing reading. So it's a real life right now, and the next minutes, hours, days, it's a now thing. And what are you going to do about it? You know, what's the point of having religions if you're going to have wars against each other, or you hate each other, or you're prejudiced against each other, or, oh no, we disassociate with you because you're like this and that, and we can't accept you here, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. According to who and what. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into that, but bless everything. I've said it before. Everything you do it out of purity and love. You want to play games with that and turn them to, oh, I'm going to do this awful thing, but I'm going to do it with purity and love. You go ahead and see what happens. But yes, do everything with purity and love. in a way, less is best, so to speak. That, you know, not always, but that's what I'm trying to say to you. Is cut back, use less, um, share more. And I'm not talking about links and Facebook. Please stop associating life with face with technology or something. When I say share, I mean out of yourself. And I'm not saying talking about your dramas. I'm talking about your aspirations, inspirations, your wishes, what you want to do, you know, what you want to look for, what you want to seek, you know, these kinds of things. Share your kindness, share your assistance, share your information, share your, you know, something that's of yourself and with each other, you know, share. When you we need to start taking paths of treating each other like family. Now, for those people who are in broken up families, what a family kind of should be like, so to speak, as an example, yeah? I'm gonna finish up now. That concept I talked about before. Take steps in every single slightly little way. Make it fun, you know, have fun with it. Make it easy. But make it real. Let's turn humanity into that beautiful garden. All it takes is you to cut all that crap out and just work from the heart and the love, you know. How do you feel when you do things? Are you doing things because other people are doing it, or are you doing something because it makes you feel free and enjoyment, you know? And if something makes you want to hide and change yourself, you know, that's not free and enjoyment. I know I'm going into too much explanations because there are too many people of you out there that do these things. Don't be afraid to go out there and just be you and do you. And I urge everyone, start talking to strangers. If you're next to each other, you know, make a comment, you know, about whatever is there, or something. Oh, you know, it could be the weather, it could be whatever you're doing or what someone is doing, you know. Make it, you know, just enough to make people feel like, hey, there's a friendly person next to me. And that means a lot. Doesn't matter what they do or how they do it, you can walk away if they're not responsive. But that's the approach we need to take. So that's me sharing with you how a spiritual change has happened within me. As I was actually going to test this first to see if the air conditioning was too loud, but I didn't. I just kept recording. So yeah, that's what happens to me. For example, I use myself as a live example of how sometimes spiritual changes work. Sometimes they're pleasant, sometimes they're not, but it's fighting things that get us. I don't know why or how that happens like that. Maybe it's the fighting itself which strains us, you know. Yeah, if you know what I'm trying to say, it's fighting against those little things that we get scared of that actually makes the experience worse for us. But I don't know, you're not always aware that you're fighting it. You're just trying to wait for it to pass or change or whatever, do something. It doesn't work that way apparently. So and yeah, now I can get on with the rest of my afternoon.